So, welcome back to Thunk on the Ball. Breaking news.
Oh, already?
Breaking news already.
Oh my God!
It's popped up.
Shiny, that does.
Yeah,
It looks bigger. It looks bigger now.
Look at that. It's good.
The Trianda.
Make sure that I don't lose it on the green screen. Did I see the green screen? No, I didn't. Anyway, moving swiftly on. What do we think? Well, no, I'm
What's it so far? Rubbish.
So, welcome back, Franco and Graham. How are you doing, fellas?
We're good. We're good, man. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm dandy. I'm kind of full of. Well, I'm starting to fill with World Cup fever. How about you guys?
Well, I think the other day we're all big football fans, and nothing's better than sitting around at 2 a.m. watching the game kicking off. I think I've only had about 3 hours sleep in the last 4 days. I was good for that one.
And also, you've been sampling some of the world's beers, I believe, Franco, over the last few days. So,
well, I
how's
know
that journey been?
The kidneys are still screaming. Kidneys are still screaming. In between the games, obviously, I've sampled a lot of the ones before the show today. But actually, there's a few I couldn't get hold of, but someone might do.
Well, I imagine the beers from Iran are quite difficult to get hold of these days.
Yes.
What about you, Graham? What do you think of it so far?
There's been some good games so far. Been impressed by the smaller nations, really, I think. They've, performed really well. Even what they call them last night against France. Senegal.
Yeah.
They were really good until France scored. So there's a lot more to come from them, I think.
But when you say smaller teams, you mean what? You mean the contentious almost champions of Africa?
I do.
They are now, though. Yeah. They are. But Morocco are now the champions.
It's all very contentious. So
although I'm all for like Japan as well. They'll progress to the last 16-8 or something like that.
Okay.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, when we kicked off the first show, my prediction was Spain, but obviously it's interesting like how many of the favourites have drawn already, and I thought, not that I've put any money on Spain, but I thought they were pretty outplayed in a way, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, in France last night they were good for the last half hour.
Yeah,
but you know what? Before that, in that first half, they looked totally,
I mean, it's probably early to talk about Mbappe's ghost goal, isn't it? But ghost penalty.
Yeah, and you know what? There's two things already. One was that the Swiss penalty against Qatar, which was so offside, they didn't even go to VAR on that. And then last night, the referee he pointed. It looked like he was pointing to the spot, and then he even did VAR. That was such a penalty. So I don't know. There's a couple of interesting.
You've got to have a bit of controversy in the world.
Well, I disagree with you guys. I didn't think it was a penalty. I thought it was a complete dive. He never touched him. Come on.
Well, let's go to VAR.
You've gone too European, you lot.
Jesus.
People are diving at.
I mean, he obviously took his leg away.
I've never seen Tom Daly do one as good as that. Honestly, come on.
So obviously, I suppose I did read something that football, all the sort of controversy or potential controversy before this kicked off was directed at FIFA and some of the things that we've talked about. the carbon footprint, the more teams, more blah blah blah, etc. etc. And of course, they've weathered that particular storm. And as with any tournament like this, once the football kicks off, people get engaged, and it kind of all of those things until you get a controversy like a red card, or there shouldn't have been, or a missing penalty, a ghost penalty. They all kind of get put to the side. So I suppose the question is, does that mean that FIFA have won the PR game? I mean, they've managed to duck and dive, but here we are. The game, the tournament's off, and it's not a flop. I think I would definitely put my head on the parapet and say, so far it's been well attended.
Yeah, there are full seats.
Fans, I was surprised at how many fans were free to support Iraq.
Yeah, but one of the games yesterday or the day before, FIFA have been accused of asking people to stand up in the stadiums because to hide the empty seats.
Oh. Right. Okay. Well, there you go.
So,
okay.
Who knows? Because there are a lot of empty seats, I think.
Hello, it's me again. And this time I've got some of your letters, and you have been sending in lots and lots of letters. Please keep sending them in. So, without further ado, let's get into some of them. Dear Thunk on the Ball, that's us. My prediction for the 2026 World Cup is that England are finally going to win it, playing sensational attacking football that will make the whole world fall in love with Thomas Tuchel's team. Oh, brilliant. And that is from Brian Metcalf, Ward 14, from the Huddersfield Psychiatric Unit. So, thank you. Lovely choice of colours as well you used. Dear Thunk on the Ball, I know a lot of people are slagging off FIFA, saying they are making billions at the World Cup, and no one seems to be accountable, but I don't care. And my husband doesn't care either. He's just got a lovely bonus from work. And that is from Mrs. Infantino of Milan.
Yeah, but also I think that didn't they shift a load of spectators around for the cameras as well? They've been doing a bit of that, but I don't know. I think as Mark says, we're into it now. We got obviously the big one from our point of view, or your point of view, being an Irishman, is England later on today. How do you think that's going to go? What's your predictions, lads?
I think we we might have jumped into that one too soon.
Oh, sorry. I cut that.
Let's come back to that later on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was the thing about FIFA saying you can't drape your flags over the advertising boards as well, wasn't there? Which is ridiculous. Where are you going to hang your flag? It's not like there's like washing lines to put it up like in the UK. You know what I mean? It's just part of the game, isn't it? Drape your flag wherever you can drape it.
Yeah.
And it looks great in the stadium when all the flags are draped over everything and everybody's getting their little moment of fame, from Wycombe Wanderers or Stoke or whatever.
Absolutely.
So is that a thing now that you can't? They're not.
I think FIFA, if I try and find the directive, was that they. Let's find it here.
Okay. Yeah, well, good luck telling a load of fans from Barnsley, that they can't hang a flag over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The Barnsley Army, massive.
Hanging flags on LED advertising boards not allowed. FIFA sources cite safety and security reasons for ban. Obviously, nothing to do with the upsetting the advertisers, because you don't want to do that. Upsetting fans is fine, but don't upset the advertisers.
Yeah.
But as you said, Graham, it's always part of it, isn't it? When England fans in particular, some of those non-league or lower league clubs, those fans are there, and you can, there's always one for Barnsley or Accrington or, which is good to see.
Yeah, I mean, if I paid £200 a ticket as well, and then there's some officials telling me you can't put your flag on there, I'd be well pissed off.
Yeah. Well, £200 a ticket sounds cheap, to be honest. But...
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently, before the game started, ticket prices could have been a lot more. Infantino, I think we've got a little clip here, which is how the president of FIFA feels about ticket pricing.
Somebody buys a ticket for the final, $2 million. I will personally bring him a hot dog and a Coke.
Yeah.
To make sure that he has a great experience.
What do you think of that, Graham?
It was educational, although, to be honest, I must admit, I didn't see it. I just nipped to the toilet for a second. But other than that, I'm sure it was amazing.
Isn't it a little bit too early for your rehydration break, Graham? When you
A little bit. At my age, I tend to have a rehydration break about every 10 minutes. And that goes down to every 5 minutes during the night.
Indeed. I mean, I suppose, on a serious note.
Yeah. B flat.
I mean, it's interesting enough. I was reading about FIFA because I like to read about FIFA. That's how my bedtime reading. They're a non-profit organisation, which I didn't actually know that, but they're registered in Switzerland, of course, which is all the non-profits hang out. And I think it's interesting because a non-profit, I mean, I don't know what they're set to pocket from this tournament, but it's going to be certainly in excess of 3 or 4 billion, I think, which is quite a lot of money. And I know that their big remit is to redistribute that and encourage the game and spend it in places where, in the global south and developing footballing nations, which I'm all for.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes, we're getting news in that THUNK On The Ball have opened a right can of worms here. Let's hope they've got a good legal team. Now, can you stop this game and let's sort out these issues?
That's a beautiful piece of gold.
No, I think with FIFA, yes, I totally agree with the idea of investing all of that money, a lot of that, just a lot of money to invest that into nations who are developing their game of football and getting kids involved. It's all about getting the youth involved.
Grassroots.
I think, if I can refer to Kate Rayworth and the Doughnut Economics, that's easy for me to say. Doughnut Economics rather than hot dog economics, which I think Infantino is more keen on. So humanity's 21st century challenge is to meet the needs of all within the means of the planet. In other words, to ensure that no one falls short on life's essentials, from food and housing and healthcare and political voice, while ensuring that collectively we do not overshoot our pressure on Earth's life-supporting systems, of which we fundamentally depend.
Yeah.
I think that if you are putting on such a huge event which has such a massive carbon footprint, however much they want to greenwash that away, they should be investing more of that money back into that system.
Someone said to me last night, Harry Kane must be best striker we've ever had. Hey, well, what about this fella then? Oh, ask your grandma.
Scotland are on the march.
Did you see the game?
I saw some of the game. Yeah, I saw most of it, I think. Yep.
Yeah. What do you reckon? I think
I saw the highlights, so it was a fantastic 30 seconds. And I just saw the goal. I think it was in the early hours, wasn't it? I just watched as soon as I got up.
It was a 2 a.m. start, yes.
Yeah.
And of course. But I think Boston is hosting Scotland and Norway. And there's a lot of Norwegian fans, I noticed, and a lot of Iraqi fans from what I saw the other night.
Yeah. Also, I think one thing about the traveling Tartan army, they always they are great. I mean, I've got a couple of clips that I've pulled off on socials. I think it's worth having a look at these, including the yellow school bus charters, which I think is hilarious.
Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Instead of paying $80 for commuter rail tickets to and from Foxborough, these Scotland fans chartered a fleet of more than 20 yellow school buses.
We spoke to a few bus companies and the prices were incredible. So we then had a little bit of a joke. Let's get some school buses, the schools are off. And all of a sudden we rented almost every school bus in Rhode Island. We've also got about $16,000 of beer. And then we've got the biggest backlot party in tailgate you've ever seen.
We need to get the alcohol off the truck and onto the buses before we get on.
Have any of you boys got any Scottish in you though? I mean, obviously I'm Irish, and
well, I used to enjoy watching the Crankies, if that counts for anything.
My wife is half Scottish, so my boys are quarter Scottish.
Right.
So we support Scotland.
Yeah,
support
go
Scotland in
Scotland.
their endeavours in this World Cup. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, wishing them well on their road. I think it's a hard one to get out of. Although Morocco drew, didn't they? Your team, they drew.
Yeah, come on the Morons.
The Morons.
Morocco played well. Yeah,
Morocco looked good. Yeah, I think that prediction could come good. Haven't put any money on it, but
have you got an outside shot? Anyone? An outside shot for the winners?
Somebody who you would never think.
Yeah. Japan,
Norway.
America, Norway.
Yeah, Norway looked good.
So obviously the host nations, 2 of them have won, one's drawn. The US.
You know what? I can't get hold of their chant. It goes something like this: USA, USA, and then USA.
It's not as impressive as the Norwegian chant, which is obviously several thousand people rowing a ship, which I think is a boat or whatever, which is quite good. So, what's the best game of the tournament so far? I mean, I don't think the Germans were put to the test. I thought the French looked good in the second half. What about you, chaps?
I love the 40-year-old goalkeeper for Cape Verde against Spain. I mean, he was a hero, wasn't he? 40 years old, and like the highlights of his saves were just like bang, bang, bang. And I think that I mean, obviously they're a massive outsider. I don't know how many people live in Cape Verde, like population-wise.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose also, I mean, who would have predicted that Spain would win this? I can't remember who did somebody.
Anybody? Any ideas, Franco?
No, they'll come good. They'll come good. I mean, yeah. I think.
Well, you're obviously in the whatever it is, De La Fuente camp. When he said insisted there's no reason for panic, and still confidently backed his squad to reach the final. We are completely calm, convinced that there is a long way to go. As we see it, we have 7 games left. There you go. That is quite a confident statement from the Spanish coach.
Because did anybody get hold of any of the Spanish sports headlines from the other day?
I imagine they were pretty cutting. The Spanish press are quite renowned, aren't they, for being quite tough.
I didn't see any, but maybe it might be worth.
I haven't. Maybe we should. What about this? Some of the superstars, so-called superstars, have started. I mean, Mbappe obviously bagged a brace. Messi, a little hat trick on his
early hours of this morning, and I saw the highlights because I wasn't going to stay up, but Algeria, and it's. I mean, first one was a peach, second one was a bit of a goalkeeper mistake or bounce off, and third one was just classic Messi. So I think Haarland got 2 yesterday as well. Something like that.
He got a couple. One was thankful to the Iraqi goalkeeper who I think was having I think he thought it was a hydration break, but he missed his cue and dilly-dallied as they do in Iraq, and that was it. Holland leapt on him.
Well, it just shows, though, doesn't it? There's loads of minor teams that have played really well so far, but it all comes down: can they get it in the back of the net? Have they got somebody who's a natural finisher? Because the ones all the teams that have got a natural finisher tend to go further. I mean, as we were saying already, Mbappe barely touched that ball until he scored those goals.
Yeah.
And yet, teams like America and Japan and other smaller teams that have played brilliantly well so far should have had 6. If they'd have had somebody, a world-class striker, they'd have scored 5 or 6 in those games.
Yeah.
They were just incapable of getting in the back of the net,
Yeah.
Well, I think with the USA, obviously because they got off to a good start, I think there wasn't a big test for them, but it's that fervour and that, you can feel it coming. And obviously, look, it's good for the World Cup for the host nation, one of the host nations on this occasion.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a team that looked as fit as America, though. But they just ran and ran and ran in the heat.
Yeah.
Amazing. Never let off at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think there's is that suspicious?
I don't know. Just let me talk to my solicitor before we say anything else.
No, but we do have here in Shoreditch, we do have an American fan that we know that we're going to try and get her to say something. What do you reckon?
Well, let's hear what Christian's got to say.
You'll be fine with that.
Julie, what's going on?
So here we are, the bricklayers.
Bricklayers? Where's that?
And we found ourselves an American, and we're going to ask her some questions.
Oh, God.
Kristen.
Hey!
Hello!
Hey!
So, Kristen, how are you enjoying the World Cup?
I'm loving it. It always brings people together, from different countries, which is great. Sport always brings people together. So, yeah, enjoying it so far. I think there's a lot of fun matches to watch. So, just getting started.
Just getting started. Game of the tournament so far?
USA 4-1 over Paraguay.
Yes,
for sure.
And hopes for the American team, US team?
Originally, my hopes for the tournament were just to get through the group stage. However, after watching our first match, I'm pretty confident that we'll make it through the group stage and then onto the knockout rounds. So.
Any controversy or anything you want to talk about? Anything that's maybe not so great about this World Cup, or anything that's really good about this World Cup?
I think 99% of it has been great. Obviously, there's a bit of controversy over the man who may or may not run my country that I did not vote for around visas and things like that. I don't think that should be involved in sport. Everyone deserves an opportunity to compete, no matter what country you're from. And I would say that 99% of Americans feel that way too. So we're happy to host everyone.
Right. So who do you want to meet in the final?
That's interesting. I'm going to have to go for England, my adopted home. I always enjoy a healthy argument with my husband, who is an Englishman. So that would be great. Always love red, white, and blue, no matter whether it's stars and stripes or not.
So there you have it. That's American on the street at the Bricklayers. England versus US final.
Wow.
This is where you heard it first.
Great.
USA! Come on, England!
USA, come on.
Anything else that's really stood out for you boys? What about haircuts? Any stunning haircuts? I mean, nothing really. I mean, there are some interesting haircuts. Nothing on the Valderrama sort of.
I see one or two of the England players have been connecting with the stars from the past. Doing their little bit to, and I think we've got a couple of photos, haven't we, of them in action. We've got Harry Kane, haven't we, with his latest haircut.
Yeah, I mean, this is isn't it? When
in homage to his hero.
And who's his hero?
I think it's Kevin Keegan.
Kevin Keegan.
I would love that. I would love
that.
Well, that's funnily enough. Kevin did write in, and but I deleted it before I read it. So anyway, but there was Thomas Tuchel. I think he's also taken the Keegan look.
Oh,
let's have a look at that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean that suits him.
That takes the edge off him. That does.
Yeah.
And then of course Declan Rice paying homage to his own hero from the '60s, Bobby Charlton.
Do you know what? I would never know that was Declan Rice.
That's probably because he's not Declan Rice. It's Barry Rice who was down the road.
Dear Thunk on the Ball, what does everyone else think of the refreshment breaks? Good point. I think they're great for the game, and long may they continue, and hopefully continue into the next European qualifiers and championships. And that's from the Infantino Water Bottle Company in Italy. That's good. No, won't read that one out. That's too explicit. Have you noticed the Australian team in the World Cup contains 7 ex-ballet dancers? Do you know, now I watch it, it's probably true, because when I watched them play, they did play in a 4-4-2-2 formation. Okay, I'll carry on.
Are you all right there, Graham?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah.
Well, you're not in need of a hydration break at this point.
Well, now that you mention it, I'm always in need of a hydration break, according to my doctor. So let's have one.
Especially at 3 a.m. Let's have one. It must mean it's time for a thunk on the ball. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, that was a bit shit, but that's perfectly acceptable. We are recording this at 5 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
pretty light where you both are.
So our beer we go selection today. I've gone for Croatian beer, which Carlo Vacco, which is one of the favorite beers in Croatia.
Okay, so you're
first time to ever drink one of these, so I'm just
slightly checkered beer.
It is actually a little bit.
What about you, Graham? What have you chosen today?
I've gone for the Kronenberg 1664.
Oh, the 66, I think. We'll probably get some letters in about that.
Who's it?
Yeah.
Who's that in honor of who?
Of whoever makes it. In honor of my wife, who went out and bought me some.
I've gone for something quintessentially English. It's English brew.
Yeah.
It was created by some wise minds, drunken minds, down at the local music studios to where I am now in the studio.
Yeah.
Strong Room Studios, to those of you.
Strong Room Records.
Brew. It's lovely. I'm just going to give it a quick sample.
Right.
Not that I've ever done that before. Delicious. Very nice.
So that's a local brew in Shoreditch.
This is a Shoreditch brew and an English brew. And what could be more quintessentially English than Shoreditch on a Wednesday afternoon?
And is that the official England drink?
It's not it's my official England drink.
Oh, right, I see.
And I may be having a few more of these later on today.
Well, hopefully in celebration, not in commiseration.
Well, let's hope so, boys. I mean, what do we think? Oh, no, hang on. Whoops. Well, let's hope so. But what about, talking of controversy, what about the rehydration breaks? How do we feel about these? I mean...
Yeah. Well, my thing, I mean, is that it's obviously totally set up as an ad break for American TV. Like, that's what they do. It's like American football. Every time there's a timeout, it's a reason for a commercial break. And I'm obviously been a football loving fan for, since I was knee high to a grasshopper. I think it just spoils the game. I think there's people are using it as a tactical break, and it's also slowing the game down. And I don't know. I think the rule should be, if it's a hydration break, the coach or the back staff can't be anywhere near the players. But obviously, it's using it as a tactical. And
they should get a robot. They should get a robot to wheel on the cans or whatever.
FIFA can afford that, can't they? They can afford to few robots.
I mean, they got a robot that takes the ball out to the pitch for the. Maybe that's rugby. I can't remember now. But anyway,
I think it should be an old lady with a tea trolley. That's what I think it should be. Oh, Winnie with a tea trolley. Let's go back to the good old days.
Boys, come on, take your water.
No, but I think that's I mean, we all it's there for a commercial reason. Again, it's more money for FIFA. It's an ad break, and I think interesting. Obviously, we're not getting exposed to those breaks, obviously, because we're in the UK.
Dear Thunk on the Ball, could you please help me? I have no idea where Curacao is. I have no idea how to get to Curacao. And this is really starting to annoy me. Thanks. That's from Dick Advocate, the Curacao coach. And that's all the letters. But before we go, there's a little tip for you, sent in by Frank McKenzie from Edinburgh. What a great tip, Frank. I like to save money on expensive dental extractions by standing behind a horse as they queue to get in the ground whilst holding a firework. That's a very, very good. Keep your letters coming in. You know the address. And as always, I will read the best ones out.
But to see those ads being pumped out in those 3 minutes, that must be so expensive for.
Well, the thing is, of course, it's not football, is it? I mean, it's a game of 4 quarters now. You're saying there's tactical changes. There are some signs that some teams have changed their game plan at this point, and also not only that, of course, it's put there so that players can rehydrate. Well, some of these air-con stadiums are at a temperature which is about the same as probably Sheffield Wednesday on a cold, on a November evening. You don't get those boys suddenly having a hydration break. I mean, they get beaten up, wouldn't they?
Yeah. And I want to see players suffer. They're all on big money. I want to see them exhausted.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's part of the game, isn't it? It's part of the fun.
Yes.
So the fittest team, not only the most skillful team.
Dehydrated and confused.
What?
The game is going to end up being 4 hours like a game of American football, and nobody will know what's going on or what the score is even eventually.
Yeah.
It's just be one big advert. I used to live in America and it was exactly like that.
Yeah.
A baseball game can go 3 or 4 hours.
Oh man, I couldn't eat that. I mean, I had so many chili dogs. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
They've got their place and they're entertaining to watch and they're family focused and all that sort of stuff. But I just want to see guys just running until they drop. Yeah, that's what I'm paying for, and that's what I'm going to have.
That's what you're going to have. Well, not only that, I mean, it's not. These are fit young men and women playing football.
Yeah.
They don't need. I mean, it's only 22 minutes. I mean, even I could run around for some of that. Even I could run around for at least 2 of those. I could run around for at least 2 of those. But what about, I mean, not every player needs hydrating at that time. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, maybe you don't want to have some water. You've got 3 minutes. I mean, if you're a Gaza, you could probably have a few pints, couldn't you?
In 3 minutes, yeah. Yes.
Probably.
Well, that's
boil an egg.
What could you do in 3 minutes? Boil an egg. Yeah, boil an egg.
Well, it's hot enough. Something about there.
Or you could do what Neymar is going to do in his rehydration break.
Oh, yes.
Look at this. What do you think of that, Graham?
Didn't actually see that, Mark, but I'm impressed by it nonetheless. Now, that is Neymar, actually, isn't it? Getting a tattoo done. Getting a tattoo done in the hydration break. Do we know what the tattoo is?
We have a photo of it, actually.
We got Franco Fracto. Have you got any details on the new Neymar tattoo, the hydration tattoo?
I do, actually. I'm going to show it to you now.
It's not Sepp Blatter, is it?
It's not who? Not Harry Potter.
No, Sepp Blatter.
Sepp Blatter. My hero. Another shot of Infantino with his pineapple.
I tell you, I didn't recognise Neymar upright. I mean, normally he's horizontal, isn't he? For most of the World Cup. Didn't even know he was that tall.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of things you could do. You could, you could probably, you probably have your ears pierced, have a tattoo. I mean, all sorts of things. This is what we need. If you're going to have a break, then make it work for you.
Yeah.
Make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Just a sip of water.
Yeah, time management is everything.
Time management. Yeah, I mean, no tactics, but maybe have your nails done or something. I don't know. Maybe have a facial.
I think, I personally would have an anal bleaching.
That's going to take more than 3 minutes, Graham. Take it from me, mate.
Oh, speaking from experience.
They would have to put some hospital things around me, you know what I mean? I couldn't do it in front of 90,000. And the big video screens, that's not for me.
Oh, they're huge.
Check on that. Wait a second.
What are you doing?
Oh, the quickest anal bleaching you could get is 15 minutes, apparently.
15
Wait a
minutes.
minute.
See,
What about having a W tattooed on each buttock?
Oh, a W.
Yeah, W.
W on each buttock.
Yeah,
that's what Mbappe is having that on his after that first goal last night. Or was it the second goal?
I think Mbappe's second goal was a wow moment. Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if it was upside down, it'd be mom.
Although I still think the goalkeeper could have got to that. You know what I mean? He didn't seem to.
Who would be a goalkeeper? How many times have you heard, I think the keeper could have done better?
All the time.
I mean, keepers, one little, they miss it by that much.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I think the keeper could have done better with that. Yeah. Well, of course he could have done better. But I mean, he's human. He's fallible.
Yeah. No, I think
these are guys that don't do anything for like 80-some minutes of the game. Don't have any sympathy for them. They get paid just the same as everybody else.
Half of them are drawing a pension by the time they actually get to the next World Cup.
I think they should wear some big, like, cricketers' gloves. Huge things. Wicket keepers' gloves.
Kenny Everett style.
Oh yeah.
For those young listeners, Kenny Everett was a TV comedian of note.
Yeah, the big hands.
Big hands.
Kenny Everett was he did big hands, wasn't it?
He did big hands, yeah.
Praise Jesus, praise whatever.
He did big hands, I'm sure. I think everyone that sort of did that.
That's right. Yeah.
No, he wasn't the one, but he was a preacher with massive big hands. He
was. I mean, big hands was his thing. He was known for other things, but big hands.
That's what you want. A few comedy moments in the game.
Yes.
That's what you could do at the hydration
the goalkeepers make them wear skis.
Big hands.
And they've got to wear skis.
Graham, you used to do a lot of stand up. That's why maybe it should be a 3-minute.
Yeah, unlike Neymar, I used to do stand up. Yeah.
How many gags can you get over in 3 minutes? That would make it interesting.
Isn't it weird how as soon as we get into beer, we go, and we're just one sip of beer, and we're off like 10 men. Just a sniff of the whiff of the barmaid's apron.
There's that. There's from Croatia. Chunk.
Okay, you can't support Croatia tonight, Franco. Otherwise, we'll have to beat you up.
No. Listen, obviously a lot of there's 4 Arsenal players on the England team, so I'll be cheering for England, obviously.
Now, going to give an update, aren't we, later on what happened in the England game or the score or everything. So what's your prediction for that game right now?
2-1.
Oh, good call, Graham. I'm going to go for 2-1, 3-1.
I'm going 2-1.
You're going 2-1.
Yeah.
I'm going 2-2 to England. Like, when you break that down, it means they're probably on top, but they don't win.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like what you did. Yeah, okay. Interesting.
I think my prediction.
I think it might be 3-1 England. I'm going. If you're going 2-1, I'm going to go 3-1. I'm going all out.
Fox, Hackney,
Fox in the box.
Hackney, London, England. Bring it on, baby.
Just 10 minutes in. It's Kane.